na naniniwala rin kayo na may arrest operation talaga?
Yung May 11 incident, klaro talaga yun. Kasi may mga, binugbog pa nga yung tao ng, Senado eh. Sila ang pumasok doon, hindi nakipag-coordinate, tapos binugbog pa nila yung Senate employee.
Bago pa nung bubugan na totoo po na sinight ni Atty. Torion, bakit naman po tayo magdududa pa na may attempt to arrest? Pagbaba nga po ng kotse ni Bato, sinubukan nga siyang i-arrest, hinabol siya sa hagdan. So I do not know why a narrative like that would prosper na hindi nila ina-attempt mag-arrest. Sinubukan na nga at in-announce pa nila, no? Pagbaba pa lang ng kotse. Kahit hindi na natin pag-usapan bugan, which is again a clear indication of their intent to arrest. Sinabi na nila na arrest nila si Bato. Wala na pong bawian.
Po, mga comment at mga question, no? Atty. Torion, kung subpoena lang talaga yon, bakit hindi agad malinaw ang paliwanag ng gobyerno mula sa simula?
Yes, kung yun pala ang purpose, di sinabi ka agad nila. Pero yun nga, I doubt kung subpoena nga ba yun. Kasi babalik na naman ako doon sa aking answer. Kung subpoena yun ng CIDG, why would NBI serve it in the morning of May 11 of 2026? No? So, palusot na lang yun sa tingin ko. No? So, that is, in my humble view, parang naghahanap na lang siguro ng paraan para at least ma-justify. Kung sa amin yan sa mga Bisaya, palusot na lang to. No? That's my opinion on the matter. Kasi nakakatawa na merong, merong subpoena ang CIDG. Ngayon ba ang NBI adjunct office na ng CIDG? The way I see it, iba sila na agency. And CIDG has its own personnel, and NBI also has its own personnel, and it would be the height of hypocrisy, no, to the point of being untruthful na siguro na i-claim na CIDG subpoena ngayon. And by the way, yung CIDG subpoena, ni-recall nila, and actually we can use that also. We can use that by arguing likewise that the Philippines now is exercising jurisdiction over the AJK cases. So that can be one of the reasons that can be used by our lawyers if we will hire na a lawyer in the ICC to oust the jurisdiction of the ICC or to question the processes being made by the Philippine authorities. Kasi nga in the morning of May 11 of 2026, there was yet no confirmation on the part of the ICC. There was yet no unsealing of the ICC warrant of arrest. And procedurally, even if hindi na tayo miyembro, hindi na tayo bound under Part 9 of the Rome Statute. Pero granting for the sake of argument, hindi nila na-follow at that time yung procedural mechanisms before one can implement a warrant of arrest by the ICC. So to claim na subpoena yun, to my mind, and with utmost due respect, is baloney.
Thank you, Attorney. Alam niyo, bago magdeklara po ng ang ICC na naka-unseal na po yung warrant of arrest ni Senator Bato de la Rosa, nagkaroon po ba ng pagkakataon na naniniwala rin kayo na may arrest operation talaga?
Yung May 11 incident, klaro talaga yun. Kasi may mga, binugbog pa nga yung tao ng, Senado eh. Sila ang pumasok doon, hindi nakipag-coordinate, tapos binugbog pa nila yung Senate employee. And at that time, the warrant of arrest by the ICC was not yet unsealed, and they did not follow the strict procedure under Articles 89, 91, 59 of the Rome Statute. That is granting for the sake of argument that we are still a member of the Rome Statute. Hindi na nga tayo miyembro eh. Kaya nga ang aming sinasabi dito, mali talaga yung ginawa ng ating mga taga-NBI.
Ma'am Penny, if I
Yes,
may, no?
please do.
Bago pa nung bubugan na totoo po na sinight ni Atty. Torion, bakit naman po tayo magdududa pa na may attempt to arrest? Pagbaba nga po ng kotse ni Bato, sinubukan nga siyang i-arrest, hinabol siya sa hagdan. So I do not know why a narrative like that would prosper na hindi nila ina-attempt mag-arrest. Sinubukan na nga at in-announce pa nila, no? Pagbaba pa lang ng kotse. Kahit hindi na natin pag-usapan yung bugbugan, which is again a clear indication of their intent to arrest. Sinabi na nila na arrestuhin nila si Bato. Wala na pong bawian.
Tapos ito ma'am ha,
Yes.
i-review natin yung kasi hindi na tayo parte ng Rome Statute. At klaro yan sa Pangilinan versus Cayetano na wala pang surrender mechanism tayo dito, no? And even in the what you call this, the crafting of Republic Act 9851 noong February 20, 2009, kunin niyo yung transcript of stenographic notes, yung minutes ng deliberations between Senator Ligarda and Senator Gordon. Ang sabi ni Senator Gordon noon, in order to implement what you call this, the surrender mechanism under Section 17, no? Section 17 of Republic Act 9851 is not enough. There has to be a statute that would precisely define the procedural mechanism as to how to effectuate surrender. So even the intention of the senators when they crafted what you call this, the 9851, no, would really prove na in the deliberations, it really came out, no? Deliberation, mahaba yun eh. During the time when Senator Ligarda was throwing questions at Senator Gordon, lumabas po dun na it's not enough. RA 9851 is not enough. And even if we base Article 59, hindi na tayo miyembro niyan. Kalukuhan niyang sinasabi, kagaguhan niyang sinasabi na you could not anymore invoke Article 59. Ano ba yan, cherry picking? You're implementing the warrant of arrest under Article 58. We do not recognize that anymore because we believe that ICC has no more jurisdiction. But granting for the sake of argument that it has jurisdiction, we can also invoke Article 59. Anong nakasabi dyan sa paragraph 1? No? A state party which has received a request for provisional arrest or for arrest and surrender shall immediately take steps to arrest the person in question in accordance with its laws. In accordance with whose laws? Philippines. Anong sa Philippines ito? In accordance with its laws and the provisions of Part 9. It has to be reconciled. Ang ibig sabihin niya, anong nakasaad sa atin? Article 3, Section 2, and the Bill of Rights. Only a Filipino judge can issue a warrant of arrest. Since you do not have a surrender procedural mechanism, then we argue, wala yan. Kaya nga, pwede ba? Sabi namin, i-apply na lang natin by analogy yung extradition rules. Kasi meron tayo extradition rules. Dalawa lang yan eh. Surrender or extradition. Yung surrender, walang procedural mechanism. Nandun yan sa minutes of the interpellation of Senator Ligarda with Senator Gordon when RA 9851. So, since wala tayong law as to how to implement surrender, sabi namin, why don't we apply by analogy yung extradition? Ayaw din ng Solicitor General. Huwag mo i-implement yan dito. If you want to implement that, then you follow our procedure. Because our procedure is stated in the rules of criminal procedure. Huwag nyo kami sisihin. Bakit mataas yan na procedure? Hindi kayo nagpasa ng batas to implement that as lawyers, ako at saka si Attorney Jimmy Bondo, we have to, what you call this, argue because that is the proper thing to do. Just because you are charging Senator Bato with a grave crime, you cannot treat him as guilty right away and to shortcut the proceedings. You cannot do that because when it involves deprivation of liberty in the Philippine jurisdiction, in accordance with our laws, according to Article 59, Section 1, it has to pass through a Philippine judge. So yun ang aming argumento dyan. Hindi po pwede na itrata siya parang manok at dadalhin mo doon sa Netherlands na hindi mo idaan sa korte. Kalukuhan yan, kagaguhan yan.
Alam niyo nung last week, mga kababayan at mga nandito tumututong sa ating kabiyan sa PDP Live Podcast. Litong-lito na mga Pilipino. May mga mangilan-nila, nagpagamit pa, nananawagan, sumisigaw, hindi nila alam kung ano yung panawagan at sinisigaw nila. Kaya lalong dumagdag sa kalituhan ng ating mga kababayan. Ngayon naman po, no, ayokong ma-preempt or mapwersa sumagot kasi alam mo sa totoo lang, masyadong direct to the point pag sumagot po ang ating mga guest that knowing them talaga, no, without reservation all the time. But now, dahil isasalang ito sa husgado, with reservation all the time. Kasi mahirap na. Kasi maraming nag-aabogado dyan, hindi naman abogado. Pagkatapos may abogado nga, lumagpas sa pagka-abogado, naging nanghuli na, naging pulis, hindi mo malaman kung sundalo. Kaya talagang nakakasindak talaga yung lakas ng loob nila. Masyadong pang-abuso ng autoridad talaga na hindi natin dapat payagan. Bilang Pilipino, yung mga nananahimik magpahanggang ngayon, kahit kitang-kita na ginagalos-galusan na, tayong mga nanonood lang sa kanila, well, this time, huwag naman tayong manood lamang, makiisa, tapos, tingnan natin. At huwag nating baguhin ang ating paninindigan, na manindigan lamang tayo sa tama, hindi natin kailangan makipagkampihan. Dahil sa PDP Laban, talagang pinagbabawalan namin ang salitang kakampi. Kakampi. Hindi kakampi, kakampi. Kasi po, kaya namin po yung talaga pinagpapawalan dito, wala pong politika dito. Kaya ayaw namin ng kakampi dahil ang kakampi po kasama sa pang-aapi. So we don't need kakampi sa PDP. Lagi kaming kaibigan. Kasama, kaibigan, kasama, kaibigan. Bakit kaibigan? May kasamang pag-ibig at pagmamahal sa ating mga kababayan at sigurado ang paninindigan ay laging para sa kapakanan ng mas nakararaming Pilipino na uhaw pa rin magpahanggang ngayon sa katotohanan at kabutihang inaabangan nila. Ngayon, no, Attorney Torion,